Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we got a brand new trailer. Well, actually, yesterday. I'm kind of late to the game here. But we got a brand new trailer for Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. We also got confirmation that it has been delayed until next year, which is, you know, I think this thing was supposed to come out, like, what, last December, I think? So, you know, look, obviously the world's, you know, went crazy and horrible things happened, so it's understandable that games and stuff like this get delayed. This is a pretty extensive delay, but you know what, I'm glad we're finally hearing something, because it's been a very long time since we've heard anything about this game at all. Some people were like, you know, maybe they just canceled the game and they just deleted everything and didn't tell anybody. So let's go ahead and watch this trailer, and then we'll talk about some of the stuff we see here. And here we go.
Promise me you will train the boy.
Yes, Master.
I was once a Jedi Knight.
I love the
Same
camera
as your
angles
father.
here. That's
How did my father die?
the comedy in these Lego games.
Ready are you? What know you of ready?
The rebellion is reborn today. The war is just beginning, and I will not be the last Jedi.
Throne room fight scene.
Reach out.
Okay, yeah, these Lego games are always hilarious, and oh, that's cool. The galaxy map. Okay. Whoa, hey, you get to what? Jetpack. Play the entire saga. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Nice. Okay, spring
The boy has
2022.
no patience. He is not ready.
I am ready. Ben, I could be a Jedi. Ben, tell him I'm
Okay. Okay, so, you know, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I had been streaming the original complete Skywalker Lego Star, you know, it covered the first 6 games back in the day. I think it came out like in 2005, which I need to get back on playing those. Honestly, life has kind of gotten in the way, but anyways, my point being, a lot of what we're seeing here, let's go ahead and mute it. A lot of what we're seeing here, these camera angles, especially during like the fight scenes, like they just look amazing. Like, look at this. Like, this kind of angle right here just was not done back on that 2005 game. Most of it was like this overhead, you know, you're kind of looking this almost top down, almost angle, and wow, just this looks amazing. This looks great, honestly. Like, I love that, like, you can see like little lines, the creases in the plastic, you can see the lines along them. Like, that's just, it just looks very, like, we're getting almost to that point where the textures of the plastic pieces look lifelike, you know, like it feels like, you know, just a little bit longer and we'll be like right there where it's like, okay, this looks like a physical Lego piece that I can, you know, because, you know, in those older Lego games, they look, you know, they're designed like Legos, but they look more like cartoon characters, whereas this one's like, they're trying really hard to like put in these little plastic textures in there, and the way that the light shines on the plastic, it's like, it's all very realistic in that way, which is really cool. You can even see the differences between like the black paint texture here. I'm just really impressed by the way it looks. It looks really awesome. And yeah, the thing about this is that, like, this game has taken so long to come out, even with the you know, the pandemic and the world's ending, basically. This is probably the biggest thing that's been pushed back the most, right? Because it was supposed to be like done, and then they just like pushed it back more than a year, basically. And so there's been a lot of theories of like, so what exactly happened here? Did they have to rewrite entire chunks of a story? You know, famously, The Rise of Skywalker, like down to the last minute, was kind of having editing changes and stuff being messed around and whatever else, right? So did that mean they have to like kind of toss out a big chunk of the game and redo it? Maybe, it's possible, right? But you know, unless we hear anything officially, we're just gonna continuously have these theories. But I will say, stuff like this galaxy map, this is really cool. I'm hoping that you know, more and more planets get filled out, although this might be it, because we see like the blank ones are still right here. But if this is it, if this is all the planets we can visit, I'm okay with this. This is a pretty decent amount of planets. And the thing is that I love, it seems to strike this really good balance between like all three of the generations. It's not like, you know, leaning towards just the sequels or just the prequels. Like, it seems to strike a pretty good balance between all of them, showing them all a pretty equal amount of love here. The other thing that I'm kind of wondering, you know, having played that 2005 game pretty recently, I'm wondering, like, now that we have 9 instead of 6, how long are each of these sections gonna be? Because I would love for this to be like the longest Lego game ever. You know, I want like each of the movies to have plenty of sections. Even playing the 2005 game, like if you were to go and play the Revenge of the Sith section, which I think is the last one that I ended up playing so far, you know, you're beating that thing in like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. You know, like you're beating the whole movie, because it only has like, I think 5 or 6 sections per movie, and they're not necessarily the longest things in the world. So I kind of hope that this is like a really long game and they didn't like condense things down even further, because now there's 9 movies. So I hope like each movie actually is allowed to be fleshed out. And of course, you know, the typical Lego things of like, look, they're gonna the Lego games are kind of the closest thing that we have currently to the Robot Chicken series, the Star Wars Robot Chicken episodes, where it's like, look, it's gonna be self-referential, they're gonna make fun of things, they're gonna do little jokes, and you know, obviously this is a much more, you know, small children oriented version of that, but I don't know, I appreciate the more parody side of Star Wars, where it doesn't, because I don't know, it feels like being on social media talking about Star Wars, everyone takes things so damn seriously. Any opinion in any direction is taken like the most serious way. So it's nice to have something that's like, okay, it doesn't matter what era it is or what trilogy it is, we're just gonna have fun with it, we're gonna make jokes, we're gonna kind of make fun of ourselves a little bit with Star Wars, but you know, we still love it. It's just, it's okay to make fun of the thing you love sometimes, you know. And there's plenty of ways to do that with Star Wars. So I just enjoy this, you know. You know, now I'm sure there's gonna be people on the internet who take things way too seriously and be like, oh, they showed the sequels doing this and they made fun of the prequels for that, or you know, I'm sure there's gonna be some of those people online. But in any case, I'm excited for this. I think this is gonna be awesome. Now, I have not played a lot of the more modern Lego games. I'm not like a big Lego player. Like, I know there's people out there, there's like a whole community of like not just Lego, but the Lego video games specifically. That's like a whole community on its own. I've only really played the Star Wars ones. That's pretty much where I start and stop. So when I see stuff like this, where what appears to be Rey with a jetpack going over maybe Jakku, I'm kind of wondering, like, is there like a free world mode where it's like you play through the campaign and then you can come back and, you know, you can have all kinds of crazy attachments? Because obviously this did not happen in the story, so I have to imagine this is like a free world, just roam around, discover little secrets, Easter eggs, collectibles, whatever. you know, like here we have Lando on Kashyyyk here. So, you know, this kind of seems like it's more of like a, after you beat the campaign, you can come back with any character you've unlocked and just do whatever, you know, which is always, I think, one of the more fun aspects of the Star Wars Lego games is when you know, like the way they translate the movies is always fun, but being able to just freely roam around as any character in any timeline, in any planet, that's where it always gets really interesting. So yeah, this looks fun. This looks really fun. Of course, I'm kind of wondering about their co-op situation, because you know, playing with 2 or does it go up to 4 player? I want to say it might only go up to 2, but if it does go up to 4 player, that'd be pretty interesting. Although I'm trying to remember, do these games go up to 4 players? They might. Yeah, this looks pretty fun. Looks pretty awesome. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you hope to see out of this. I'm noticing here in this shot actually just now that if that's supposed to be the throne in the background, I'm kind of surprised we don't see like a little Snoke Lego like popped in half, you know. That'd be kind of fun, but it looks like maybe it just crushes him instead. I don't know. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about this. Let me know if you're a fan of the Lego games, or if you're just kind of interested in a more parody, not so serious side of the Star Wars universe. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.